do that. Then I'll start.
I feel better. Welcome back to another episode of Bethany and Derek React, where we react to real estate videos, shows, movies, YouTube channels, all about real estate. What are we watching today?
Today we're watching an episode by Levi Kelly. We've watched him a little bit before.
Yes.
He is on YouTube, so don't forget to go like and subscribe to his YouTube channel.
He's on the tubes.
But today's YouTube video is called 3-Story Tower Airbnb Full Tour.
Parker's Point Cabin.
Levi Kelly, 204,000 views. Published on April 15, 2022.
What a long intro that was.
Should we do this again?
No, it was perfect.
Okay.
You got this towering cabin right in front of you, Parker's Point. They name the cabins after all of their children and grandchildren, which is really cool. So that's why this one's called Parker's Point. But you have the beautiful...
Remember, unique names, uniqueness of a property, the way it looks, the way it sounds, the things, everything about it needs to be unique. The more unique, the more you can charge. The more unique, the more desirable.
Yeah.
Just is what it is. So for them to name it after their kids is cool, because that's what we did with our first STR.
We did. We named it after our daughter. So kind of cool. Kind of cool to see somebody else do that as well.
It is.
What is your cabin's name and where is it?
It's okay. All right. Well, this has turned into an advertisement for our cabin that we own in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Love it. So if you get a chance, you can go look up our cabin. It's Loughlin's Loft, LOCKLYN''S Loft. It's located in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. One of the most desirable places to visit as far as a touristy place to visit in the United States. I think it's in the top 5.
Yeah, I also saw today that
Ooh.
Dollywood is voted the #1 theme park in the country. It even beat Disney, which is...
It beat Disney and Universal.
Probably have to disagree to that.
Oh, it's total disagreement, but it's fine.
But they are voted #1.
Yeah, so Dollywood is in Gatlinburg, or it's in Pigeon Forge, which is right outside of Gatlinburg. And yeah, that's one of 100 things that you can do there. But if you get a chance, go on Airbnb, go on VRBO, check it out. Loughlin's Loft, that is our place. We would love for you to stay. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Doesn't this space just feel so spacious? The 10-foot ceilings adds a lot to that back there. This tile looks gorgeous. I can't say that enough. I was thoroughly impressed when I found out this was tile, and it's from Lowe's, so it's not from some specialty place.
Wow.
This looks really great. And the frame TV mounted above it with the wooden mantle, and of
Job,
course
Lowe's.
the gas
Stepping
fireplace
up that
above it. This
game.
all just looks great, kind of mixed in with the modern look of the rest of this cabin.
Let's start by talking about what we notice in the living area in the main level.
I love how they use the rustic tile, and then they brought it in with the same color scheme as the couch and some of the decor. So that was really nice, very eye-catching.
Yeah.
It's very open. He talked about it being very bright and airy.
Which is what everybody wants. I want to talk about the functionality. So it's a tight space. If you look at the space and where he was standing and you look how everything's laid out, yes, it looks great, but it's tight, which is fine because of the functionality. So if you look at the dining room table itself, all the chairs push underneath the table. So that creates more space and more room. Instead of having all your cabinets on one side and maybe an L shape or maybe coming out into the main area, it's on the polar opposite side. There's more cabinets with the coffee maker, all your essentials. I just think what they did with the space is great, and doing a spiral staircase up and down allowed for them to have more space as well. So it's very nice and cozy. It's pretty cool.
The kitchen space takes up this entire left side back here with this beautiful dining table with 4 seats all around it. And they even leave a gigantic gift bag here for you. You get the basket and then everything included, which is a bunch of snacks, some wine, some Creative Cabins
leaving something unique like that, like, hey, every guest gets a gift basket, and then they have it branded. So again, remember, going back to the branding of your cabin or of your short-term rental, whatever it is that you buy, you brand it, right? So a part of your brand is your logo. It's not the full extent of your brand, but it's a part of it. So for them, they put it on a bottle for you to have. And that's a part of the brand though, is like, hey, we do gift baskets for you when you stay here. And you won't know that obviously until you book, which is really cool. So it's very unique.
Water bottle that you're probably going to carry your water bottle.
Yeah, and you'll do this forever and remember it.
Oh, hey, remember that time when we stayed here? Oh, we should book another trip. Or
Genius.
advertising for,
Genius.
basically advertising for
themselves, for the cabins,
cabins.
for all of them, because this is I think 4 total.
family. Yeah.
So it's 4
Very
kids.
cool.
All of them have their own. That's genius.
This is my favorite countertop and sink combo ever. I just love the way it feels. It feels really smooth, and just how seamless
So
it blends
pretty.
in with it all is
Look
just
at her
amazing.
thing.
But then you got some great cabinets underneath and up above. Inside is great organization of all of your utensils and supplies they leave here.
Let's talk about supplies. So if you don't use a property management company, just listen to this part. But if you do use a property management company, make sure that they do an inventory of what you have and don't have when they take over the property management. The reason why is situations like this. Is it stocked with all of your essential things that you need if you're coming to stay here on a vacation? So for instance, baking sheets, if you want to bake, or having a pizza cutter if you want to order pizza out, or just all the little bitty knick-knack essentials that you're going to need.
Supplies for babies.
Supplies for babies, a baby chair,
gate,
baby cake. You would never think about these things when you look at this place, but I bet you they have it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
for
it's
sure.
it's important to certain people. It all depends on who's staying there, but you have to assume that everyone has a kid, or you have to assume that you're catering to almost every person you can imagine's essential needs, or even potentially wants, depending on what it is. So
this
making
is also
sure it's
really
stocked is
nice too
important.
that the coffee and everything is, the spices are stocked for them.
Yep.
So they don't have to worry about it. Also, just to note that that is an added expense.
Oh, yeah.
If you are purchasing STR.
That's already a short-term
Those
rental.
items break or go missing, and you have to replace them. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, like a comforter.
Derek, do you have a
2
story about
comforters.
comforter?
I do, yeah.
2
So 2
comforters.
separate times, the comforters got stolen from our cabin.
Yeah.
Now let's go down about 30 feet to the bottom level. Down here is definitely the hangout area. You have this whole front half which has a couch, there are some games in this basket, and there's also a TV on this other side.
Games, 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 games. So if
For
you
sure.
go and you stay at a short-term rental, it's always great to be able to go out and do certain things. But let's say you're staying at a place that might snow a lot and you get snowed in, or say you want to go somewhere and you just want to be secluded from the world and you just want to get away for a week. Well, you're gonna get really bored if you don't have anything to do. TV gets old, there's certain, you can do that at home. So for them to have here like a shuffleboard, they have a arcade game back in the back, they have board games, they have, he had talked about doing games upstairs. Having those things is super important. We have a pool table and a hot tub because that's what it calls for in an area like ours. I think they do out here too in this, they're about to get to it at Parker's Point. But having those things in your short-term rental are essential because it's something that doesn't get old. It allows for the family to get together and play some games, and it's just fun for everybody, and you're not bored. So very important. Well, guys, I thought this was a great episode. Do I think it's realistic or not? Yes, it's realistic. Yes, I love Levi Kelly's videos. Yes, you've got to go follow him. He has some of the most unique,
Really cool stuff.
cool short-term rentals you'll ever see. So yes, go follow him. We'll have that up for you as well. If you need anything from us, we are real estate agents. We are active real estate agents. So if you're wanting to buy a short-term rental or you're interested to see what it's even like and what that process looks like to see, is this gonna make sense right now financially or not, we would love to at least sit down with you and go over that and kind of come up with a game plan of when is gonna be the best time. Because I think it is imperative that everybody, if at all possible, buy a short-term rental and start making your passive income ASAP.
If you have any shows or movies or any YouTube videos that you would like for us to react to, please leave them in the comment section below. Bye.
See you guys. Ben.
So hot right now.
I'd burn my finger if I touched him. Yeah.
He does have some really cool places.
I was like,
really
I thought she was gonna be like, he does look good today. I'm like, oh my God. Please don't say these things. He does have really cool stuff.
What do I say?
No, no. I think I'm supposed to say something. No? Good. Say,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,